So I portray most of what I do as something positive, and for the most part it is. It's fantastic and I love to travel. But the past week has been hell. I've always said that my least favorite part of travel is the goodbyes and saying goodbye to your friends and family. It was my least favorite part of travel until this week because I got food poisoning. And let me tell you, it was absolute hell. In like the 1 to 2 years I've been traveling, I have never gotten this sick. I've gotten like minor stuff. I even had parasites once, but it did not compare to this week. It was awful. It really goes to show you truly never know what you're eating and what could possibly happen, especially out here in Thailand. And man, yeah, it really can, it really like kind of set me back and like derailed me. Not only physically, but mentally too. It really is so hard being sick when you're not home. About a little over a week ago, I went to this corner place in Pai, Thailand. I'd eaten there like 2 times the day before. My friend recommended it to me. She was eating there like the past couple days. So I ate the food, it tasted normal, and a little bit after lunch I was like, shit, I don't feel good. And I just told myself it'll be fine. I laid down, tried to watch a movie, like distract myself, listen to music, and like I was just getting worse and worse, sweating, and my stomach was just like so full and painful. So I was like, okay, well, I have nothing else to do, so I just was like waiting it out, and then it just got worse and worse and worse. And I'll spare you the graphic details, but that night was very graphic. After I got over like the worst physical part of being sick, it was the most intense pain that I've ever felt in my stomach all night and for the following like 6 days on and off. It sucked so bad. It was horrible to say the least. The pain was just so intense, and for days following, like there were times I couldn't even stand up all the way. I just had to lay down because it was so painful. Not only was it physically painful, but it was like mentally grueling as well. Just like being alone. Thankfully I was not completely alone. I was with Gretchen, and she unfortunately ended up getting sick a couple days later as well. So it was just a struggle bus of a week, and I'm so thankful I've gotten better. I lost a bunch of weight. I've like just ate my first meal yet last night with chicken, and so far so good. I really can't really bring myself to eat Thai food yet though. It just is not appealing. But in my 2 years of travel, I have not been this sick, and I really hope it doesn't happen again. I've eaten so much street food and just random stuff that like you'd think could get you sick, and then I eat this place at an actual restaurant that's crowded and people are cooking and you can see your food being made, and that's what makes you sick. So you truly never know. It's always good to be careful, but who knows, it could have been the water, it could have been they didn't wash their hands all the way. You don't really know. I'm just so thankful that's over, and I'm ready to move on and just go to a new place. So that's my story of the week. That's why I have not posted a video in like 10 days, but I just made 2 today, so they'll be on the way after this one. Oh man, I am so thankful that's over, and it was some of the worst pain of my life. Hands down, food poisoning is the worst thing about travel. The goodbyes come second because, I don't know, you can talk to your family and friends on the phone, but you can't just like get better from being sick, especially when you're alone. It's so awful being alone and being sick and not in your own bed. Thankfully though, we were at a good hostel that like was not crowded. I can't imagine like being in an 8-bed dorm and being sick like that, but man, it was awful, and I'm thankful it's done. That was my week. Things are looking up from here. And the next couple videos were from like before I got sick, so this is kind of out of order. But tomorrow I'm going to be leaving Thailand and going to somewhere else. So stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed this story, and always be careful when you're traveling and make sure you're watching what you eat and getting fresh food and not drinking the water. Honestly, the water is probably the worst. That's it. That's all I got. It was a long week, but thank you for watching this random video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon. Peace out.